Welcome to today's explainer. Think about the sheer amount of capital a top-tier law firm pours into its success. We're talking brilliant legal minds, million-dollar artwork, custom mahogany desks, all specifically designed to attract high-value clients, right? But there is this really fascinating paradox. While millions go into building a stellar reputation and these gorgeous physical spaces, the ongoing care of that actual environment, it's often treated like an afterthought, a simple commodity. Just imagine closing a massive multi-million-dollar merger on a conference table that literally smells like cheap bleach. Not great. So today, we're diving into the hidden business impact of your law firm's cleaning provider and exploring why viewing facility care as just another routine line item expense might actually be quietly undermining your most strategic investments.
Okay, let's dive right into this. We've structured this explainer as a quick, high-level business insight briefing designed to really respect your time. We're going to navigate rapidly through 5 key areas: the first impression factor, the operational reality, the asset preservation principle, the employee experience, and finally, we'll tie it all together with the reputation connection. The office communicates a message long before a conversation begins. Man, that is profoundly true. Before a lawyer ever even shakes a hand or speaks a single word of legal counsel, a narrative is already forming. Every single person who walks through your doors, whether that's a prospective client, a referral partner, an expert witness, opposing counsel, or maybe a prospective top-tier employee, they are experiencing your firm's environment, and they're subconsciously evaluating your competence and your extreme attention to detail based entirely on the physical space around them.
And this brilliantly illustrates an absolutely crucial shift in thinking we really need to make today. Look at the commodity mindset. That's viewing cleaning as just a routine overhead expense, literally just removing dirt from a building. But on the flip side, we have the strategic mindset. This is about elevating facility care into a legitimate reputation management tool. It's about the deliberate protection of your highly valuable assets and the active cultivation of client confidence.
All right, Section 1, the first impression factor, subconscious trust.
So, in a legal environment, trust is basically your fundamental currency, right? And it starts building or eroding the absolute second a client steps off that elevator. Just think about the massive volume of visual data they're processing in those first few minutes. They're scanning all these subconscious touch points. The reception areas, the condition of the conference rooms where the really high-stakes deals actually happen, executive offices, restrooms, the flooring, the furnishings, even the glass and entryways. A pristine, well-maintained environment instantly reinforces your firm's professionalism and organization. But on the flip side, if a client sees smudged glass or scuffed premium flooring, well, a tiny subconscious seed of doubt gets planted. They might start wondering how you handle the fine details of their actual case.
Moving on to Section 2, the operational reality, hidden burdens.
Now, what's really interesting about this breakdown is when we shift our perspective internally. Think about the operations teams managing the day-to-day reality of your facility. Notice the stark contrast here in daily operations. The standard cleaning method is, notoriously inconsistent. It leads to recurring issues, and crucially, it severely drains administrative time. Honestly, your firm's operations managers absolutely shouldn't be chasing down vendors because a conference room wasn't prepped for a morning deposition. That is pure time theft. Contrast that with preservation-focused service. This model relies on robust systems, accountability, regular inspections, and consistent execution. It actually frees up your administrative teams to do what they do best, support the attorneys and staff, rather than basically micromanaging a cleaning crew.
Next up, Section 3, the asset preservation principle, protecting investments. It's really time we shift our vocabulary away from just a cleaning crew and talk about the strategic necessity of facility care. Asset preservation is formally defined as extending the life and appearance of premium physical investments while maintaining a consistently professional environment. And let's be real, law offices contain massive capital investments. We're talking premium architectural finishes, high-end millwork, incredibly expensive glass systems, custom upholstery. If you use improper, standard cleaning practices on these delicate materials, you're actually accelerating their deterioration. It's crazy, but a shocking amount of premium millwork is completely ruined simply by using the wrong pH balance in a surface cleaner. So preservation-focused service isn't just about making things look pretty. It's literally about extending the life cycle of your firm's most expensive physical assets. Which brings us to Section 4, the employee experience, culture, and morale.
All right, let's pivot from physical assets to your most valuable asset of all, your human capital. We have to consider how the physical environment impacts the people who spend thousands of hours inside it every single year. The environmental impact on your staff is incredibly broad. It touches employee pride, daily comfort, and overall productivity. When an attorney or a paralegal walks into an office that is impeccably cared for, it just naturally elevates their sense of pride in the whole organization. Plus, in a highly competitive legal market, the condition of your office directly contributes to your organizational culture, how you recruit top-tier talent, and your long-term attorney retention rates. A neglected environment subtly but very powerfully communicates a lack of care for the team itself.
And finally, Section 5, the reputation connection, the silent ambassador.
So the crucial point is, this is where we tie all these pillars together. Your environment truly acts as your silent ambassador through this interconnected four-step ecosystem. First, clients notice the environment. That forms their foundational trust. Second, employees experience it, which shapes their daily morale and productivity. Third, leadership invests in it, spending significant capital to build and design the space. And fourth, administrators manage it, dealing with the daily operational realities of keeping it running. Because of this whole interconnected web, the quality of your facility care touches literally every single stakeholder within your organization. It really is the ultimate silent ambassador for your firm's uncompromising standards.
Now, for those organizations that really grasp this strategic perspective and want to achieve a much higher standard of presentation, preservation, and professionalism, Royala Services offers a very logical next step. They specialize in protecting professional environments through exactly this kind of dedicated asset preservation we've been talking about. So if you're a Central Florida law firm, a corporate office, or really any professional environment, you can actually request a confidential executive facility assessment right now. Just visit royalaservices.com or give them a call at 407-904-6748.
Which brings us to a final lingering question for you to chew on as we wrap up today's explainer. Is your physical environment acting as a silent ambassador for your high standards, or is it quietly undermining your strategic investments? The most successful law firms out there understand that absolutely every single detail communicates a message. A well-maintained environment does so much more than just look professional, you know? It reinforces fundamental trust, it protects your highly valuable assets, it supports your hardworking employees, and ultimately, it's a direct reflection of the standards of the firm itself. Something to think about. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.